up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Drown out my problems, let me Went up in a beach magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry cold as chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Ripper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your bro, for your post, department, your projects. Pain driven.
Coach thanks. Located appropriately for his career win total at 347 Don Shula Drive. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
I'm going to come back to you.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From just shy of midfield, Rosen. It's complete to Drake. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Now Drake. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. A play fake to Balaj. Now Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action here with Rosen. They're able to locate Wilson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 20-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll run here with Balaj. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. This is a crew that come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Yeah, that's not new. Check 3. Bang, bang, check.
Now Haskins on 1st down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Robert Kimdichie. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Leighton Vander Esch, 3rd in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year. There on the stop. Off the play fake. Here's Rosen. Going deep here for Stills. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. It's a big play there for Miami. 62 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Balaj. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Now Balaj. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They run it with Balaj. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Balaj with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here? The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Haskins able to connect there with Richardson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. On 1st down, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And his throw is incomplete.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the 1st half.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Third down. Here's Haskins. Well, he's going to go for it all. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch the pass. Motion.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll get 34 yards there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Rosen to throw again. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now they try the right side here. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Ballage on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 36 yards on the play. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Complete. Richardson has it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Again, Geis. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's get it.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
Rosen off the play action. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On play action, Rosen looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Parker, the intended target. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys are back within a single score. Hopkins with the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield. And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a... Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position. Think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands. Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And some space here. Wow, evasive. Make a miss. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up. Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions just bring. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 8. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
To throw is Rosen. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we go up to Orlando. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Haskins to throw on second down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the newest Redskin, Landon Collins. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 27.
They go play action here on first down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A good pickup there at 22. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Here's Rosen to throw. Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a run with Geis. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. Got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in
the Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
After the sack on first down, Haskins. He's going to fire one deep over and that's caught inside the 35. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a toss. This is Geis. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 30 on 2nd down, Haskins. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
From the 16, Haskins. Steps away to his left. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On the ground, Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Punching it in from a yard away. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
On 2nd and 10, Rosen, throw left side complete. It's Grant. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Rosen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. On the left side, this is Stills. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Check 52.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Foxtrot. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Out of the gun. Here's Josh Rosen. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with him.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Rosen. And Wilson has it. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 19. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Drake. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This for the lead in the final stages. Sanders' kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Back to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Haskins. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch the whip. No. Check that. We're going to make move to a Hey, come on now. What? Joker. Check.
4th down. Here's Haskins. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Rosen. Being chased out left. And he's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Wow, Charles, that doesn't just take points off the board. That takes a win off the board.
So now you have to regroup because you've gone from